Hello, we're today doing the second exercise on straight bowings on open strings. The focus will remain, as always, on making a nice sound with a straight bow. So remember from the previous exercise, stretch forward when you do the down stroke and bring the wrist in front of you when you, do the up bow. But don't move too much or anything really in the hand. Keep the thumb round, little finger round. The other fingers, they just hang across. Don't grip, don't lose control like this. Just control it, guide the bow, and never tense up in the shoulders either way. Remember to support the neck. Don't grab, obviously you need open strings. But the main difference between today's exercise and the last exercise is the fact that there are no rests between the notes. So it's going to be about coordinating the bow change. So you have 2 beats down bow. That's immediately followed by the next note. Now, one of the most common mistakes is that people anticipate the bow change. So they'll speed up just before or just after. Worst case scenario on both sides of the the bow change. So that's just before. So, or the opposite, that you do it immediately after. So your bow speed tends to be too fast immediately before or after the change. Concentrate on that you don't lose control, that you just very smoothly change direction. You will always hear a bow change, but you don't want it to be emphasized. It has to be subtle, yeah? Then of course there are also string changes. Now that is a much more difficult coordination, that you change bow and string, and you have to immediately drop your arm to the next string and make the move. And those 2 things are the main new things for this exercise, the most important things. There is some new stuff coming, but I'll explain that after we do some playing. So yes, we're going to be at 40 beats a minute, like we did last time. We're going to work our way gradually up. At 40 I will not do repeats, except for one really short one, the same one we repeated last time every single time. Yeah, so we go straight through, just straightforward every string twice, and concentrate on relaxation, straight bowing, and no accents before or after the bow change. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change strings. And again. Very straightforward. just about bow changes and string changes as always, but this is as simple as it gets. So if you struggled with this, do it again. Yeah. Now the next exercise, almost identical except for more string changes. All the notes are 2 beats long, except for the last note. The last note is a semi-breve. It's 4 beats long, and so you will have to slow down your bow, make it twice as slow as for all the other notes. The bar line before is a repeat sign. Now this time we're not going to repeat anything, but I thought it might be interesting for me to already warn you. That's next time when we do start doing the repeats. That's where we'll be turning back to the beginning of the exercise. We're not going to go all the way to the end. I'm going to go 1 bar earlier than that. Okay, so we're going to just run this one through, just like we've done with the first one, and just keep it smooth. Lots of string changes, so concentrate. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, with the string changes, definitely at the heel, at the tip, it's obvious that the upper arm follows through, but even at the heel, try to get in the habit. Yes, you can do it just from your wrist. Try to get in the habit to follow through with your upper arm. This is about foundations. Everything will get more subtle and detailed later on, but right now just stick to very basic movements. So you have an elbow position for the highest string and a different one for every string until you get to the end, of course, the lowest G string. So, yeah, stay active and follow through. It'll make things easier once things get a lot more complicated if you don't have to worry about these details anymore. Now, the third exercise is going to be a combination of what we just did and lots more semi-breves or whole notes. So it's 2 notes of 2 beats, making 1 bar of 4 beats, and then 1 note of 4 beats, which makes the next bar, and so on, and so on, and so on. So it's twice 2 beats, 1 time 4 beats, twice 2 beats. So it's a lot of changing of both speeds. It's to practice that. It's very interesting to get control of it. Also, when you go really slow, it's a lot more difficult to do sudden accents before or after, because that if you use too much bow too quickly, you're going to run out of bow. So by going really slow, it kind of forces you to contain the speed when you make the bow change. Yeah? Okay. And enjoy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow. 2, 3, 4. And slow. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So this was bow changes, string changes, and speed changes for every single note. Okay, get this good control, and then when you speed things up, I find things slightly easier when it's a little bit faster. So yeah, enjoy it anyway. Next, we're going to build on string changes. Next exercise is going to be string changes to the next string. The exercises with that, we're going to build across strings from G to A, D to E, identical to what we did in the first exercise, but this time no rests. And then the last exercise is the same as the last exercise last time, but again no rests, so we have to very quickly change strings. So we'll build it up bit by bit. Part 4, no repeats this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. As I said, simple, but perfected, because now we're going to jump across strings, okay? And 1, 2, 3, and relax. And the last one, we go to the next string, G to D, then jump G to A, G to E, and reverse on the way back in. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the whole exercise. Lots of new things. Go through it. Now speed things up. Wait with speeding things up until this is well grounded. You've done it a couple of times very, very well before you challenge yourself to do things faster. These big string changes, they do require some practice. Okay? Take care.